Welcome you to Somerville Field on the campus of Gardiner High School as Munson Media Sports brings you high school softball rival game today. The Cony Rams from upriver have floated down here to Gardiner, landed down at the landing, bust up here, and we're set for action here from Somerville Field. Hello, buddy. I'm Rob Munson. I'm joined here by Dick Layton, and Owen Munsing's running our robotic camera. Bill Hasty on our graphics today, and Christopher Wheeler doing our production here from right against the fence on the first base side towards the Gardiner dugout here. It'll be Molly Takatsu will be in the circle here today for the Gardiner Tigers. The freshman pitcher has been alternating back and forth. We saw Sophia Maroney the other day for the win, and Molly gets a chance against the rival Cony Rams here today. Cony coached by former Gardiner High School graduate Dennis Gagney. Dennis, a terrific player at Gardiner Area High School back in the day. He played for me and then later for John Coughlin, tremendous pitcher and player as well. He's got his Rams coming in at 3-3. Coach Ryan Giro also played for me, is bringing the Tigers in at 2-3. So we welcome you all to this broadcast on Munson Media. We are set to go. Olivia Duplessis will lead off. She'll be pitching today in the circle, and Takatsu in for strike one. Take a look at the Gardiner infield left to right after this pitch. Signal comes in from Epperson. A pair of freshmen, the battery today, a little off that. For the Tigers, Cheyenne Goodman at third, Sophia Maroney at shortstop. It'll be Brynlee Chasen at second base, Abby Prue over at first. Left to right in the outfield, Tara Nichols, Abby Cooley, and Zoe Sullivan Brennan for the Tigers. Pitch poured in for a strike. Underway just a touch early, a couple of minutes early. It's clouded over, 67 degrees. Comfortable with some wind. Wind could be a factor here today. That's up high, no chase.
Change up.
So a pair of freshmen in the circle here today.
Okay.
Get Dick's mic a little closer. Down to first, base hit. Down the right field line, going to be extra bases. Sullivan Brennan in with it, but not in time. And Duplessis rolls into second base with a leadoff double for the Cony Rams. Some good bit of two-strike hitting. Duplessis out to get the oven mitt.
First base is up. Good. Third base back a little bit.
Suri Remkison stepping in from the left side. And that's on the right field line. That'll be a fair ball. Duplessis will stop at third as good contact there. First and third on the corners as the Rams have come out swinging. Two hard hit balls out of the gate. Gia Doohan will step in, the number 3 batter. Doing the shot stop for the Rams. The pitch. Rams bluffing towards second. Now they'll take second uncontested. That'll set up second and third. So little rally out of the gate here for the Rams. Infield back in the middle and at the corners. That's up high. Epperson, good job to sky to that. 1-1.
You said she had a tendency to be a little wild, Rob.
Looking to get that release point. There it is. It's a base. No, it's going to be caught. They've got to play at second. Tigers will turn the double play, and they'll run it in and hold that runner at third base. So good job there by the Tigers. Sullivan Brennan came in, made the catch, and caught the runner off. got to freeze those line drives. We'll be able to see it right here. And good heads-up play by the Tigers. Chasen got it, knew right away, got the call from Maroney at shortstop to get it over, and Tigers turned the double play.
That was a big double play.
Abby Brown steps in. Brown, the catcher. Rams looking not to squander this great opportunity they had. They had second and third, nobody out. Good contact by Doan, but ended up being in double play. That's up high. Takatsu trying to do a little magic work here. Get out of this with no runs. Infield now back. Stepped in at the corner. Goodman plays a shallow third base anyway. We saw that the other day. That's up high. 3-0. Brown may be in a take situation here. That's rolled up. Good job by Epperson on the low ball. Saves a run there. So Brown will take her base at first base. 2 outs. Caitlin LaBelle steps in. LaBelle, the first baseman. Runners at the corner. 2 outs. Takatsu trying to get out of damage here in the first. She'll get a swing and a miss. We mentioned a few times, Tigers outfield good. You saw the good play out in right field by Sullivan Brennan. That's just inside. Tigers will give up the base to Brown. So 2 runners out there, 2 outs. LaBelle looking to drive a couple in. Takatsu looking to get out of a Houdini-like situation. Up high. 2-1. Fouled off.
Back even with a 2-2.
Runners at second and third. And swing and a miss out of the inning for Takatsu. Rams threaten, but they don't score. Tigers pull off the double play. You see it right here. First 2 batters on for the Rams. And there's a swing and miss for strike 3. Tigers get out of it. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Tigers to bat here. Bottom of the first. You're watching Munsing Media's production of high school softball. Started by the Corliss family in Pittston in 2019, Corliss Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road, on the right off Route 27, we offer a variety of products for all of your needs. At Corliss Gravel Pit, our loader is always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available. And we offer discounts on large quantities as needed. We also offer plowing and sanding services during those tough Maine winters.
Corliss Gravel Pit is family owned and operated since 2019, producing Kennebec County's highest quality gravel at a fair price.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help. Munsing Dick Layton back here with you and the Munsing Media crew. Billy, Chris, and Owen on the crew here today.
That was quite a first inning, Rob.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening in just that first inning.
Unreal.
And no runs come out of it for the Rams. Olivia Duplessis, the freshman. As we said, a pair of freshmen in the circle today. Takatsu and Olivia, as you just saw. Brinley chasing. Fouls it off. Chasing the second baseman. Part of that double play for the Tigers in the first inning.
Plays a good second base, Rob.
She sure does. We saw that the other day. She's got great range both sides. And certainly an outstanding three-sport athlete here at Gardiner High School. The pitch up high. 2-1. Illegal pitch called. Illegal pitch, so it's a ball.
Yeah.
And as we see just to the right of our screen, maybe O can give you a shot of that. Coach Gagne going to go out and talk to Olivia, make sure, and the umpire doing some good prevented umpiring here. He's going to show exactly what happened. Dick, you're a former umpire here. Do you have any idea what this discussion is on the illegal pitch?
Well, she might have her delivery before she got to the bag. That's the only thing I can think of. But I hated to call those. It's a technicality, and boy, they're so close that.
It looks like they're discussing her landing point. And
yeah, that's what I mean. She didn't get to the put on the rubber or something out there.
Well, the ump did a good job of explaining exactly what it was, so so you can prevent the reoccurrence of it. That's the main thing. And chasing a walk to lead off the game for the Tigers. So both teams were base runners in the first inning, as we said, second and third for the Rams. Nobody out. Double play on a 9-4-6 double play. Is that what the scoring was on that double play, Dick? It was 9-4-6. Yeah. Takatsu steps in. Pops it up, right side, out of play. Field has dried out here, thankfully.
Yes.
Much better than when we were here last Thursday. Just up high. Of course, we had copious amounts of rain Friday night into Saturday. Boy, it didn't rain. Chasing at first. That's down low. Chasing got a jump now. She's going to break to second base, and she's going to make it. Good heads-up play by Brinley. Got off, drew the throw to first base as soon as the catcher released that. Brown released it to first, and Chasen off on the jump. You see it right here. See the throw, and Chasen just baited her into that throw to first base, and off she came to second. Ball down low and in. Back to live action.
Good idea, because she was a dead duck going back to first, Rob. That's the only shot she had to go to second.
Call strike.
Well, they didn't think so.
Yep, 3-2. Jason at second. Swung. Ball is dropped. Throw to first base by Brown, and Takatsu out, but chasing to move up to third base. So bring up Zoe Epperson. Epperson with the game-winning hit in the game that we did last Thursday. She was our Capsa Pizza Play of the Week. We have a pizza certificate. Owen will get her that after the game. In the game the other day, so it's a freshman. Drive first run of the game, 1-0 Tigers. Darren Nichols, the left fielder, steps in. Still just one out. Swinging. Throw to second base, but slid underneath it.
Yep.
So Epperson steals second. That was a good throw by Brown.
Yes, it was.
Epperson just a little too quick down the line, was able to slide in under it. Swing and a miss on a good low fastball. Nichols down the count, 0-2. Ground ball to second. And over to first base, Epperson moving to third as Mills stayed with that at second, knocked it down. It was hard hit, so she had plenty of time to knock it down. Get the throw over to first base to LaBelle. And Abby Cooley steps in. Runner at third. The bunt. Play to first base. Well played at first base. That was well done by Brown, the good gun. And Cooley's out by a running step at the Tigers. They'll strike for one. We're played one. Tigers up 1-0.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
When you need top quality aggregate, you need McGee Construction. From gravel, sand, and crushed stone to specialty materials, McGee Construction has supplied Maine's contractors and homeowners for over 35 years. No project is too big or too small. Whether you're building a driveway, a home, a highway, we've got the materials you need delivered on time every time. For reliable service, expert advice, and high-quality aggregate, trust McGee Construction. Built on trust, driven by quality. Explanation from home plate umpire on that. Dick Layton, just as Dick was telling you, you've got to land. You got 24 inches and you've got to land in that area. If you're outside that, it's considered an illegal pitch, and that was the call. Do that in the early innings, Dick, and then you get that out of the way, and kids can adjust to it. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Chloe Price will step in. Price, the third baseman.
6, 7, 8.
Against Molly Takatsu. Down low. Freshman battery here for the Tigers. Takatsu and Epperson. Epperson's got a single to drive in a run. First thing Dick caught on the line, she says, oh, they moved Epperson up to the 3 spot. Well, there was a reason for it, right, Richard?
Right.
You caught it right away.
Yeah.
She delivers. That one's up high. A little change.
That gives you 3 more years of a battery, Rob.
Yeah, really. That's a great thing to have. Maroney, the other pitcher, is a junior, so she'll be back next year. Takatsu right on the inside corner with that one. Goodwin, the third baseman, she's in a couple of steps. But as we said, Cheyenne plays a shallow third base.
with Taylor last year. Boy, she played way in.
Yeah, she did, yeah. Taylor now playing for USM. They went to postseason play. Taylor had a pinch hit single in an appearance in the playoffs, right on the corner. Got the count full.
Full count.
Price the leadoff batter here in the second. She'll sky one to center field. Cooley on the hop. Can she get it? She does. A nice running catch, Abby Cooley. Well, Abby doesn't have to slosh out there today.
She's got a good jump out there.
Well, we're going to see it here. You'll be able to see the jump from behind home plate there. See the jump. She's right off it, and Owens on the follow here. So this is the second baseman, Mills, up. She'll swing and miss. Tigers' outfield defense is excellent, Dick. We already saw Sullivan Brennan with a great play, double play in right field. Cooley with that one. We saw Cooley the other day. Taryn Nichols in left field. They can cover a lot of ground out there. They're all three good athletes and move well. There's the bunt. Going to be foul.
See if Goodman comes up a little bit.
Well, she normally plays in anyway, so.
There she comes.
You know, with 2 strikes, Mills probably not going to bunt here.
Not here, no.
She'll take it up high, 1-2. Well, the wind has died down. The Bugs have thought, well, you know what? Little change up there. That's a nice one.
Nice change, yeah.
Watch pulling the string here. Right here is going to be a beautiful change of speed pitch here by Takatsu. Little off, and you can see the batter just out front. That's Brody Barrows up. Center field. Cooley camps, squeezes. 3 up, 3 down. Good inning here for the Tigers. They'll come to bat. Bottom of the second inning, they lead it 1-0. At Randolph Hardware, our game plan is simple. We offer way more than just hardware. We have a huge selection of paint, plumbing, electrical, and gardening supplies to help you complete simple projects to major home renovations. We also offer a rental center, factory-authorized power equipment repair, and the best tool selection around. So stop in today and let the Randolph Hardware team help make your project a winner. Looking for an AAU basketball opportunity? Gold Ball Basketball is one of Central Maine's largest and longest-running AAU programs. Gold Ball recognizes the need for fundamentals in competition, and we strive to offer both by providing experienced, successful coaches. Many have achieved all-conference status and state recognition, including 1,000-point scorers and McDonald's All-Stars. If you're interested in more information about Gold Ball Basketball, find us on Facebook.
Oops, I didn't change it over. Sorry, Ron.
You're fired.
Yeah. 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8 for the Tigers. Sullivan Brennan will lead it off. Zoe, the right fielder. Olivia Duplessis in her second inning of work. She fires strike 1. Pair of good-looking freshman hurlers here. Future's bright in the circle for both these teams with these 2 kids. That's fired on the inside corner.
Yeah, nice pitch.
Painted black. Good take there by Zoe, as that one was a tease up high, tried to elevate the eyes, and so we wouldn't bite. The fire to second base and off the glove of Mills into right field. The base hit.
Yep.
Mills did well to get a glove on it. Hit hard. So Tigers again, the leadoff batter on. Abby Prue, the first baseman, will step in. See what Coach Giro wants to do here. Wants to play a little small ball or not. Abby will foul it off. Baseball game going over at the Hoke end of the complex. You can watch that game too. Mike Violet's here to do that one, I believe. Well, he was here, was coming here. So you should be able to find that on centralmainsports.com.
Ooh.
Right at the top of the zone. So we'll be over for baseball on Wednesday. Talk more about that. Staying alive is proof. Foul that one off. We'll have Madomic Valley. Madomic beat the Tigers 10-0 at Madomic Valley. Madomic, a good program. A little feistiness in that game, so we'll see if anything carries over from that one. Swing and a miss, strike three. Prue down on strikes, one out. Maroney will step in. Sophia, the shot stop today. Maroney is way up in the box.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah.
And she'll foul it out. Likely up in the box because she was going to bunt, Dick.
Yes.
That's part of the strategy there. Is move up in the box to bunt, and there's a little more room to lay it down fair. Now she moved back a little
Now
bit.
she's back, yeah.
Yep. Still pretty good up in the box. Sullivan Brennan, the runner at first base. She led off the second inning with a single. Tigers lead at 1-0. That's going to go to first, and the ball did hit the ground. LaBelle makes the tag at first base for the out. Tigers caught a little bit of break there because that ball hit behind a runner who's extending a lead, usually results in a double play. So that will send Sullivan Brennan down to second base in scoring position. And Cheyenne Goodman, the third baseman, steps in. She'll scare one right side. I know Cheyenne's almost always got a grin on her face after every swing. I noticed that the other day. Fouls it off. So she's in a hole here.
Got to protect, as they used to say.
Goodman to center field. And that hangs up. And Ram Kisson makes the play there for the Rams. So we'll play 2 innings. We've got a good one going, 1-0. Tigers over the Rams. We're back. Third inning coming up next.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair. That was a crazy game down there to Yale a couple of years ago. Wow. A lot of fun to call. Tigers moving to Class C in football next year. Fire comes in. We did preserve the Cony Gardiner game as a regular season game, as a crossover game, and that will be the final game of the year.
That's good.
So Tigers back, and where their enrollment put them, the last couple of years, Tigers had played up a division. That's down low. Nice crowd coming in up on the bank and behind us. We'll show you the crowd in behind us. Maybe in the next, we can stay with it between innings.
Wow.
Change of
Took a lot
speed,
off
ground
that
ball. Chasing over to first base, easy throw out. And Turner goes down. 4-3, 1 up, 1 down. They'll turn the order over. Duplessis, she had a base hit her first time up. Rams came out charging. Brightening skies here. No rain in the forecast at all, so that's good news. Up high, ball one. Want to thank all the volunteers from the Gardiner All Sports Boosters Club who open up the shacks here. They're one of our fine sponsors, and I'd like to recognize all the volunteers. And all they do, they'll be giving out their scholarships again coming up at Class Day, and I think it's Class Day when they make their award. Little change, that's up. Epperson couldn't get back in time, wasn't really high enough for her to locate. Not a lot of room in here behind the catcher's position to the backstop for Zoe. And as I said, that not high enough really for her to get the mask off and locate. Time she got her mask off, the ball was dropping.
Yeah.
1 and 2. I like what Takatsu's doing, changing speeds well today. There's another one. That one's popped up. Zoe's back and not able to get it. Oh, we got an angle on that. Fantastic. Good job, Owen Munzing, running the robotic camera. So we got a camera that sits on the dugout. We got a little spooked of almost getting hit a couple of times down at CM, so I decided not to put anybody up on dugouts anymore. And Owen's running that with a joystick. It's like playing a video game, he says. That's up high. And Owen's had a lot of practice playing video games. I know that. 1 out. Duplessis trying to get on for the Rams. Just a little low.
Yeah. Bob Uecker would say.
Bob, one of the great ones. We lost him just recently. Sun breaking through the clouds and coming right at us. Counts full. Chopped. Goodman cuts it off nicely. Throw to first base is going to get by, and Duplessis is going to roll to second base. A lot of space out there, and good hustle. She wants to come to third base, and she will, yeah. Well, she's got good wheels, and Sullivan Brennan was over there, but there's a lot of space there. Probably going to go as a base hit and error on the throw. We'll let Dick decide that.
Yeah.
Would have been close at first. Ramkusun, the center fielder. Surrey had a base hit here first time up. She steps into one here. And
She stepped out.
she's out of the box, made contact, and
Yeah.
she's out. So 2 outs. I don't know if we have a replay on that. Looks like Chris did. So let's see. Oh, yeah, she's way out. Yeah. Way out, made contact, and so she's out. Doohan steps in. Doohan had a base hit her first time up. I believe, Dick, right? She had a good
Yes. Oh, yeah. Double and a single.
ball one. So you want to pitch her very carefully, I think. You got first base open. Kia doing. She's just a freshman as well, so some good freshmen in this game, Dick. Freshman matchup going right here. All these kids have played ball together, of course, at travel leagues and such. Two and one.
I just felt a drop, Rob.
The council's got this sign. Into the pitch. That gets by. Play at the plate. No play. And sliding in safely. With the Rams' first run, Olivia Duplessis. So we're tied at 1. That one got right through the 5-hole. Got a couple of drops of rain coming, but I don't think it's anything to worry about here as the sun's out. As we like to call this here, Four Seasons Field. We could get anything. Swing and a miss, squeezed by Epperson. 3-2. I don't think this is a bad time for a changeup right here. 3-2 changeup. Usually a pretty good pitch. Batter's thinking fastball. And she did. Goes to second base, chasing on the squirrely ball, moving to here left. Makes the play on the changeup. And we'll stay right here with it, looking at the play right here. Owen will get a shot. We'll take a look at some of the fans in behind us here as we stay with it here between innings. You never know what to expect when you come into a ball game, and they usually going to take a an approach that's cautious. I know when Donna Stebbins shows up, she shows up with about 14 jackets, undershirts, long sleeve shirts, hats. Yeah, she got the whole bag worth of stuff here today. Look for Donna's post-game report. Scoop Stebbins will be on Facebook tonight with her report. Tallies everything up. Always a very positive commentary by Donna. Got a good game here between the rivals, the young rivals we should call them, as both teams have a bevy of young players.
Top of the order up, Rob.
Both teams coached by former Gardiner Tiger greats. Good crowd down the right field area, up against the fence as well. And if you stand in a strategic spot up by the tennis courts, you can watch both games.
Yeah.
Tigers have turned the auto over, so Brindley chasing. Brindley's played a good game at second base, as she always does, part of a double play for the Tigers to
Scored the only run.
negate a threat and scored the Tigers' run
Base hit.
on the Epperson single. Ram scored, you just saw, on a wild pitch. Olivia Duplessis came in to score. She's back in the circle. So in the third, tied at 1. The rivals getting after it. LaBelle back. She'll squeeze it for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Molly Takatsu steps in.
Struck out the first time.
To center field. And that'll fall in. As it wasn't able to be handled at shortstop, as the wind caught it a little bit, and Doohan ended up the one to try to make the catch, and it came back on her and became a little tough to handle. So Epperson will step in, a single for an RBI, her first time out. Takatsu at first with one out, Wheels at first. And that's to right field. And played well out there by Dykett on the catch. Jordan Dykett was positioned perfectly for Epperson, as Epperson went to right field her first time up. Dykett squeezed her over, probably on instructions from Coach Gagne. Coach Bowden, one of them over there, moved the right fielder into position. And swing and a miss, Takatsu off. She's into second base with the steal. So she's out there for Nichols. Taryn, one of the two seniors in the starting lineup. She and Abby Cooley down low. Good scoop by Brown. So that's a ball, 1-1. Good Wheels at second with Takatsu. 2 outs, off on contact, ground ball to short. Doohan's up with it. Makes the throw to first base and throws out Nichols. And the Rams escape. So we will move in a fast play game to the top half of the fourth inning here on Munzing Media Sports.
First time.
Missing Coach Patrick Munzing today. Patrick's off with the Maine State Police over in New Hampshire getting some training. Luke Takatsu's been down coaching at first. Poured in by Takatsu for a strike. We like the way Molly's changing speeds today. Brown, a junior. Goodman in at third base. That's launched into the gap. Nichols over, can't make the play as Taryn did well to get there and just off her glove as she was ranging far to her left.
I'll give her a hit on that.
Would have been a fine running catch by Nichols. So leadoff runner on for the Rams. Kaylin LaBelle, the sophomore first baseman, steps in.
Grounded out to short first time. Third, I mean.
Unexpected, bunt down. Takatsu off with it. And Tigers do the good rotation. Maroney got over third base to hold Brown right at second. A little small ball sacrifice works. Chloe Price will step in. Price, the third baseman.
Played out to center field the first time.
That'll get by Epperson. Brown scampers down to third. Let's see what the Tigers do with the infield here. with 1 out. Goodman's in close anyway. Price the batter. Infield's playing back in the middle, conceding the run. Back to Takatsu.
Oh.
Play to first, and they had probably Brown dead to rights, but Takatsu went to first, got the out. She made a quick glance at third.
Yeah.
So 2 outs, run in. Mills, the second baseman, takes strike 1.
Struck out the first time.
Little off that inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Inside heat. 1-2. The pitch up high. 2-2 to Mills. Rams have taken the lead here in the top half of the fourth, 2-1. On the fielder's choice. And call strike 3. Well, Tigers some work to do now. They trail it now 2-1. They'll bat in the fourth inning when we come back to Somerville Field. You're watching high school softball on Muncie Media Sports. Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
To lead it off. Geez, I saw Abby before the game. I said, geez, your father did a tremendous job getting that uniform all clean for you. I was so impressed with Reggie.
Yeah.
What a job.
She grounded out the pitcher the first time up.
On the bunt attempt.
Yeah.
Poured in, strike 1. Olivia Duplessis all the way in the circle here for the Rams. She's got a 2-1 lead. Poured in, strike 2.
Nice pitch.
He's looking for a shutdown inning after her team gave her the lead, 2-1. Good game here. And makes quick work of Cooley. 1 up, 1 down. Zoe Sullivan-Brennan, the right fielder, steps in for the Tigers. Ground ball, third base side foul. Overcast day here today, but no rain in the forecast. We got a drop or two, and that was a stray cloud going through. Poured in at the top of the zone.
Ooh,
And back upstairs. Back-to-back strikeouts.
that's 4 in the game for her.
Abby Prue. Fouls it off. Plissy in a
She's really
good
settled.
spot right here.
She's really settled down, throwing strikes in there, Ron.
Absolutely, Richard. The key to any pitching success. 1-1. Outside. 2-1. Abby Prue looking for a little 2-0 magic here for the Tigers. She'll take ball 3. Sophia Maroney on deck for the Tigers. If Prue can work her way onto a base. Fouls it off, count full. Full count, 3-2. The pitch.
Yeah.
Ball, strike 3 on the corner. 3 up, 3 down. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Duplessis.
Strike out the side.
We're played 4. 2-1 Rams. Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
Our goal
At Fowler's Roofing, our staff and crews are very reliable and professional. We've been servicing New England for over a decade. When we approach a job from the free estimate to the finished product, the #1 goal is establishing trust with the homeowner and to provide them with 100% satisfaction. We specialize with shingle roofing, framing, siding, earthwork, metal roofing, metal buildings, and so much more. We are proud members of the Better Business Bureau, the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce. We are fully certified, thoroughly insured, and we offer a 24-hour emergency service serving the state of Maine, as well as a 5-year warranty on labor. As a business in the Kennebec County area, we are very proud to be a continuing sponsor for local schools and sports teams, building a better community with Fowler's.
Brody Barrows steps in. Barrows, a left fielder. Takes ball 1.
Eight, 9-1.
And Goodman's like almost in the batter's box. I've never seen anything like this before.
No. Whoa.
She swings to Maroney at shortstop.
Wow.
So crossed up there a little bit, I think.
Gee.
No, that was something. Goodman way in close. Barrels let it rip. Ball 1.
Gone it out to second first time up.
One out, nobody on. That's up high. Turner, the designated player, not playing a defensive position. She's hitting only. Takes a strike. She's a freshman. We said a host of freshmen playing in this game here today for both teams. Future's bright for these two programs. This is a real competitive game. Fouled off in front of the bench area. The rock, the fire. Takes a little off, popped up, first base side, Prue. Puts the big mitt on it, puts it away, second out of the inning. Top of the order coming up, Olivia Duplessis.
She had the lead first run, scored the first run, got a base hit. Double to start the game.
Yes, Rim threatened in the first inning at second and third before the double play by the Tigers fouled off. Change of speed. So Molly certainly got that secondary pitch, Dick, that change of speed. And as you know, she matures and gets stronger. And that fastball of velocity is going to explode for her. Boy, that's going to be a neat combination. And because the Tigers, you know, they need pitching this year, she's getting a lot of experience as a freshman.
Yeah.
Remember back a couple of years ago, Tigers were stacked like cordwood with pitchers. Had Brooke Giro and several. They had Laney Cooley. Chasen gets around it but can't handle it, and down to first base goes Duplessis, and she reaches with 2 outs. You had Brooke and you had Laney. And then the next year, the girl that transferred down from the Waterville area, I forget who that was.
Yeah.
She was a tremendous multi-sport athlete. So they were stacked. That was the year after the state championship. They won the state championship with Laney and Brooke in the circle that year. Gilbert, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Renee?
Yeah.
Raylan Gilbert. Popped up left side. That's going to be trouble. Maroney's over. She can't make the play. Stayed just foul. Maroney actually had a good jump there and made it a lot closer than looked like it was going to be, as Sophia got a good jump on that one. Goodman, as we said, she plays in. She had no chance for it. And Tara Nichols in left field, no chance. 2 outs. Epperson with the block, but can't do anything with it. Got lost up in her shin guards. A good speed at second base. Rim Kissin, she was out last time when she hit the ball, but out of the box. She's not doing that this at-bat. She's staying in the box, so. Epperson, good job there on the low ball.
Yeah, good stop.
2-1. First base open. They may be careful with Surrey here. She's a pretty good stick. Had a single the first time. Down to first. Wow. Prue knocks it down. Got a chance to get to the bag, and she makes the tag at first base. Well done. So, out of trouble go the Tigers. They'll bat. Bottom half of the 5th inning when we come back. A good game here. Stay with us here on Munzing Media Sports.
At our firm, we have the client and only the client in mind. Our mission is to get to know and understand your needs, wants, and long-term goals. We want to help you develop, implement, and monitor a strategy that's designed to address your individual situation. We understand the challenges families face today. From managing debt to saving for college to retirement, these personal finance challenges can be overwhelming. Our commitment is to utilize all of our resources to help you pursue your goals. We believe in thinking out of the box, and we are not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom in our approach to financial services and preserving wealth. All of our energy, commitment, and efforts are focused on you, the client, and your satisfaction.
When you choose a financial institution to entrust your hard-earned money to, bigger is not necessarily better. Will you be noticed? Will you be heard? At Gardiner Federal Credit Union, our members aren't account numbers, they're our friends and neighbors. Each member has a vote, a voice. What matters to you matters to us. Lending decisions are based not solely on your credit score, but on who you truly are. We work diligently to end hunger. We volunteer in our local schools and throughout the community supporting neighborhood events. We are local people making local decisions, investing in our members and giving back to our communities. Gardiner Federal Credit Union, where your money has a voice.
Chris Will on the production. Owen Munsing running the robotic camera. Bill Hasty doing our scoreboard here. The Munsing Media crew. It's good to have Owen and Chris here. They get our age, our median age down a little bit, Dick, so that's good.
Yeah. In the 70s, huh?
Yeah, probably. Sophia Maroney, the shortstop, will lead off for the Tigers. She'll take a high strike at the top of the zone, strike one.
She grounded out first time up.
To right field. Right in her tracks, not having to move a bit, was Dykett. Perfectly positioned once again. I've seen Jordan with a couple of times that she hasn't even had to move out there in right field as they've squeezed the Tigers over to that side. They play most of the hitters to be a little late. The bunt down the third baseline, it's a beauty. Throw to first base is going to hit the runner.
Oh boy,
Goodman will be safe, and she's going to go to second and stand up at second base. So base hit bunt for Goodman. She'll go to second on the throwing error, and that'll bring the top of the order. Brindley chasing up. Tigers looking for the tie, one out. That was a beautiful bunt, Dick. Right down, deadened, right down the third base line. Tigers looking to get the tie. Jason will take strike one at the knees on the inside part of the plate.
She scored, got in his first run. Flied out, popped up the second time.
That's a ball. 1-1. A lot of room up the middle. As Mills, the second baseman, is almost in behind.
The majors, they'd have called that a balk, Rob.
LaBelle at first base. Up high. 2-1. Yeah, I didn't see it, Dick. I was looking on my score sheet.
She dropped the ball. They would have called it in the majors a balk. We're running around.
Took a little off, out of play. Evens the count up at 2-2. Brindley, the fine second baseman for the Gardiner Tigers. Duplessis rocks and fires. Down low.
Good stop.
3-2. Takatsu waits on deck. Ground ball to short. Doing. Going to flip to third, and the play is out.
It's a nice play. Went right in front of her.
Doing with a nice flip over to the third baseman. Price put the tag down. Well, broke the cardinal rule. That ball in front of you got to freeze as a runner at second base. Well, you got Chasen. They may end up in the same situation here anyway, Dick, as Chasen could steal second. Picasso will line it foul. Brindley chasing down at first. 2 outs now. 1 strike on Takatsu. That's a ball. In a previous play for Brindley Chasen, she jumped off and invited the throw to first base and scampered into second. So they're probably well aware of what she can do. That's popped up our way and going to be foul. Well, so now if you're Coach Ryan Giro with 2 strikes on the batter, this is the time you might take a chance and see if you can't steal a base. Set chasing off here at first base. 1 and 2's the count. The rock, the fire.
Oh.
Call strike 3 at the knee. So Tigers threaten but don't score. And they trail it 2-1. We'll come back. Top of the 6th inning here from Somerville Field after this. Driving Academy is the perfect place to learn the rules of the road. Prepare to hit the road with confidence with their 3-week intensive course. Students will not only learn the basics of driving, but we offer individual, high-intensity instruction. We offer in-person and online classes, and our 3-week classes are perfect for student athletes. At Carver's Driving Academy, we are driven to excellence. Check us out on Facebook or email us at carversdriving@gmail.com. So the freshman hurler for the Tigers, she's gone all the way. Boy, both freshmen in the circle have done a tremendous job here today. 2-1 game, well played softball game here. I think the kids getting a little more comfortable. Weather's finally come around to softball weather. You can get loose, and kids are playing good ball here today, Dick.
Sure are. We were a little worried after that first inning, but
So doing the shortstop will step in for the Rams. She'll drive it into the hole to left field for a base hit. She's a good-looking hitter. Kaya Doohan. Again, one of the freshmen in this game today.
I think her brother is a good runner for Cony football. Basketball player, too.
This will bring up Abby Brown. Tigers anticipating a potential bunt situation here as the Rams looking to increase that 1-run lead, but no bunt there. Ball gets loose. Almost a late break by Doohan, but she scampers back to first base safely. Abby Brown. Brown, the catcher. She's already bunted once, hasn't she, today, Dick? Did she have a bunt?
Yeah, she did, yeah.
She wasn't screwing around on that one. Little off. Epperson fakes the throw to first base and works Doohan back. One and one the count. Nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. Up high, there goes the runner. Throw to second base. Got her at second base. A one-hop throw by Epperson. Maroney took the throw.
Wow.
And the tag down, got the speedy Doohan. Watch it right here. Good quick release there and good tag at second base. We probably see it as well from the backstop cameras, anything. That was Epperson got a good pitch to throw on. The pitch was up and out.
Yeah.
And she got the quick release, the one-hop throw, and the good tag by Maroney, the slap tag before Doohan's foot can get into the bag. That's a nice-looking play. So 1 and 2. Popped up to second. Chasen comes in. It's a tough play, and Brindley had to stay with that one. As the backspin of the ball was bringing that ball away from her. So that's 2 outs. Well, anything Brindley gets her glove on, she generally will catch. And she gets her glove on a lot of them because she's so quick, Dick. She can really move out there. She got a good jump on that one.
Good athlete.
That was a harder looking play than it appeared because the backspin on the ball was taking it away from her. So LaBelle steps in. First baseman. So leadoff batter on, Doing got thrown out stealing. Brown popped out. 2 outs, nobody on for LaBelle. Fouls it off. Molly Takatsu's worked out of some jams. She had a first inning jam, second and third, nobody out to start the game, a double play. 9-4 to 6 double play. And then got out of the inning with no runs. That went a little low.
Yeah.
Looks like candlepins for cash. LaBelle, the first baseman. Sometimes that ball slips out on the release. That one's right at the top of the strike zone.
Yeah. Tall girl.
Yep. Good umpiring this game so far here today, Dick.
Yeah.
Both guys been on their calls. Good strike zone for the home plate umpire. Been consistent with it. It's given the pitchers that high strike, which you should. So Takatsu up the ladder there. Got LaBelle on the swing and strike 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Good one brewing here. 2-1. We're back after this.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
physical therapist,
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
honestly not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Manson's, CB Manson's Incorporated have been providing housing here throughout the state of Maine since 1959. Multi-generation of good workers there for CB Manson, and certainly we thank them for being part of our sponsorship team. And I've already got a note from Toy. Says, "Hey, we're coming back next year. Keep saying good things about us." Well, that's easy to do with that, what the Matson family has done here over the years for a lot of people here in the state of Maine. So we thank them. And we also want to thank our friends at the Gardiner All Sports Boosters Club for all they provide for our student athletes during the course of the year. They do a tremendous job. Got the snack shacks open, volunteers working in there, and we thank them, and they'll be giving out their scholarship awards here at the end of the year. So CB Matson, Gardiner All Sports Boosters, businesses that give back to the kids here in our communities. So Zoe Epperson steps in, leading off here in the 6th inning. They've got 3-4-5 up to the Tigers against Duplessis. Ball 1 low.
She's driven in Gardner's only run.
Up high. Tigers need runners. They'd love to get that leading lady on. Karen Nichols waiting on deck. Epperson fouls her back. 2-1's the count. Rival day here at the complex. We always try to get to the Cony games as much as we can. When Tigers playing, that's popped up. Doing that. Oh boy, that ball came back in, and Doing had to stay with it, and she did. She made a good catch. It was not an easy play again. The wind caught it there and blew it back a little bit. Going to see it right here as she goes back. Taryn Nichols steps in, 1 out, nobody on. Tigers in need of a base runner. Sullivan running on deck for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. A little outside heat.
Duplessis pitched a good game. She struck out 6.
Popped up and out of play, so she's ahead in the count quickly. Foul ball left side and out of play. Just running out of room over there was Price.
Got to protect now.
Is driven to the gap. That could be extra bases. Nichols rounds first. She's going to have a ground rule double. So Nichols into one there. Got probably the best hit of the game so far. She drove that out. Skirted out under the fence. Going to see it right here. As that goes out, and play is indicating that it went up and under the fence there in left center. So Nichols in scoring position for Sophia Maroney, the shortstop. I think I said Sullivan Renner was on deck. It was Maroney on deck.
No, it's Cooley on deck.
Yeah, it was Cooley on deck. I'm sorry. Yep. So Abby's out. So Abby Cooley steps in with a chance to tie the game. 1 out. Nichols with good speed at second. Ball 1.
Stuck out the last time.
Abby with good speed, and she's laid down some bunts as well. She
There
does
it is.
again, and that's foul.
Yeah.
1-1. She bunting for a base hit there, Dick. Not a sacrifice situation. Went 1 out. Trying to bunt for the single and draw the third baseman in, see if Nichols can scoot around. She's going to bunt again. Pulls it back. There goes Nichols to third, and she'll get there. So with the third baseman in, the coverage is the shortstop. And Taryn read that perfectly and scooted into third base. So now, Tigers got a runner 60 feet away for the tie.
I was wondering, Rob, I mean, she kind of blocked the catcher's throw, but nobody saw it, I guess.
To center field and drops in. That's going to score the tying run. Cooley at first base. With the single, they had the infield in a little bit, about halfway, Dick, they played in, and that was just enough for Cooley to be able to launch one up and over Doohan at shortstop. Watch, Doohan's playing in a little bit. You're going to see it right here. And that falls just on the outfield grass. So Cooley with good wheels at first. We're tied up at 2. Sullivan Brennan, the right fielder. She'll pop it up. To short, Doohan under it. Squeezes it, puts it away. Cooley's back to first base now with 2 outs. Abby Prue will step in. So I think you're going to get Cooley a steal attempt. I've got to believe here,
Yeah,
Dick.
yeah.
You know, you've got a 2-2 game, 2 outs, good speed at first, and we'll see what they do. Down low, Brown will get it to first base. Good snap throw by Brown. Brown throws well. She's a good catcher. Ahead in the count. Prue to right field. Second base. What a diving catch at second base by Mills to end the inning. Well, Mills was playing way over towards right field. Watch it right here. She's got to come a long ways for this. She does. Makes the dive, makes the catch. What a play by Mills. We've seen some good defense in the 2 games we've done here.
Yeah, it's been a well-played game.
We'll stay right here with it between innings, set the stage. Tigers do tie it up. We will go to the top half of the 7th inning, tied at 2 with the rivals getting after it. Well, this sometimes, you know, you hype up the rival games and all that, and, you know, one side gets ahead big and whatnot. But this has certainly lived up to its billings here, Dick, as a rival game, and both teams playing very, very well. And both pitchers, young pitchers, have been in and out of trouble a few times, and boy, they have done a terrific job, both these young pitchers. Molly Takatsu here, as you see, taking her warm-up pitches for the Gardiner Tigers. She'll pitch in the top half of the 7th inning to the Rams. Rams have what? Where are they in their order, Dick?
Right in the middle. 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7.
No, 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry.
6, 7, 8, says Dick. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Dial today. Wait, there's more. This will be Chloe Price, the third baseman, leading off here for the Rams in a 2-2 game. Haven't changed the scoreboard out here, but we show you it's the 7th inning. Takatsu inside, dancing out of the way. Almost struck her on the foot, but Price able to dance out. The shot. Scooped by Maroney. Over to first base. Another web gem right there.
Nice
Sophia
play.
Maroney on a shot to shortstop. Stayed down, made the play. It was hit so hard we couldn't even change the camera. So Mills will step in. We saw Mills make that great play. She started righty, went to the left side. Tigers sense that maybe she's going to bunt.
Yeah.
Goodman's in well at third, and she is going to bunt. Ball one. Boy, that was a great play by Sophia Maroney. That was scalded. She stayed down, stayed with it, made a strong throw to Prue at first base.
Deep shot. That was a great throw.
Get the lead out in the inning. And we saw Mills in the last inning. What a diving catch at second base. She wants a bunt. She does in the air. Takatsu off like a cat. Makes the play. Well, anytime a pitcher can field her position, it really is a huge plus in softball. And you're going to see it right here. Takatsu on the delivery. Comes up and Molly off there like a cat. Makes the play. 2 outs, nobody on here for the Tigers. For the Rams. Brody Barrows, the left fielder, steps in. Fouls it off. So nobody on. Some good defense shown here by the Tigers in the 7th. The Sophia Maroney play at shortstop.
Nice play.
Takatsu coming off and making the catch on the bunt. Nobody on. Ground ball back to Takatsu. Up and over to first base, and Tigers are 1-2-3 7th inning. They're in the driver's seat now as they come to bat here in the 7th inning. We'll stay right with it. I think we played all the ads, haven't we, Chris? Have we got them all? Fantastic. That'll give us a chance to tease our next game here. It'll be Wednesday. We'll be over to baseball on Wednesday. We're not sure the status of the press box up there, so we may set up down like we do here for softball rather than going up there. But we'll be over there. We can probably put a camera person up there in the press box. Be okay with that. But we'll be over there on Wednesday for baseball, our first baseball game of the year. Tigers having a good season. They'll play Madomic. Madomic spanked them at Madomic Valley, 10-0. And there was a little bit of, what shall we say, bad blood spilt over there during that game. So we wonder how much carryover there might be Wednesday to that. Madomic's always, what shall we say, feisty. Yeah. They're feisty. Donna Stebbins just smelled a different word that I can't repeat because we're on in the family hour. But, yeah, that could have some fireworks, so that'll be good.
Good play in the field. Second one up. It's Marone. 8-9-1.
So Tigers need a run to win. Sophia Maroney with that good play in the top half of the 7th on the leadoff. Scalda leads off for the Tigers. Foul it off. Good swing. Top half of 7. Well, in the last game we were here, we went extra innings. Tigers won it in the 8th inning. Will we have another extra inning game, or will Tigers take care of business here in the 7th? Duplessis wants to have something to say about that, and she has all day. She's been excellent on the circle.
Yeah.
Only giving up the 2 runs.
And 6 strikeouts.
Struck out 6. Her mates have played well behind her. Maroney down in the count. 0-2. Ball strike 3. Sophia jumped back out of the way, but caught the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, it's a decent pitch. That's
Cheyenne Goodman steps in. 1 out, nobody on.
7 strikeouts. Gonna be a pinch hitter.
Yeah, Tigers going to have a pinch hitter. Be Faith McMaster will step in to hit. Faith, a freshman. Pinch hitting for Goodman. Goodman will have the ability to re-enter the game as a starter. In fact, likely if, I would guess that if McMaster reaches on a base hit or anyway, that you'll see Goodman re-enter immediately, Dick, and become the runner. Chasing the top of the order on deck. Call strike. Good pitcher's pitch right there.
Yeah.
Faith's thinking, okay, I'll get one I can handle. She got a good swing at that one. 0-2.
I'm impressed with this Duplessis girl. She's right around the plate.
She rocks, she fires, goes upstairs for the strikeout. 8th strikeout of the game. This brings up Brindley Chasen, the second baseman.
Top of the order.
Brindley looking to reach base as a runner here with 2 outs. Ball 1. They like to get Chasen on and see if they can't get her to second base, but Plissy may have something to say about that. Olivia, as we said, with 8 strikeouts in the game. Poured that one in. She's actually getting stronger as the game goes on, I think, Dick.
Yeah.
Impressive freshman pitcher. Rocks and fires. That's driven up the middle, base hit. So Chasen keeps it alive. Good job with 2 outs. Not trying to do too much. That'll bring up Takatsu.
She can help herself.
Well, Chasen with good speed at first. We'll see what they want to do. Fouled off. Abby Brown's been good as the catcher here. We'll see. Chasen's looked across to Coach Giro. That's down. She's going to get the second on the wild pitch. So counts even, 1-1. Molly Takatsu with a chance to win it for herself here with a base hit. 2 outs. Off on contact will be Chasen at second base, and with Brindley's speed, she's going to score on anything to the outfield. Ground ball to third. Price up with it over the first base with
Nice
the gun,
play.
and Tigers' threat goes by the boards. We will go once again to extra innings. As 7 not enough to decide this one between the 2 rivals. We'll have extra innings when we come back to Somerville Field after this.
Are you stuck with an annuity that's not meeting your needs? Maybe the returns are lower than you expected, or the terms no longer fit your financial goals. Upgrading your annuity could be the solution you've been looking for. With better rates, more flexible options, and the potential to increase your income, upgrading can help you make the most of your investment. We are here to guide you through the process, making it easy and ensuring your financial future is based on your specific goals.
Call us to explore your options today.
Media thing. We cover the Tigers. They go extra innings. Took 8 innings to decide the game against Oak Hill the other day. Tigers won it in the bottom half of the 8th. We'll go to the 8th inning right here.
This is 9-1-2.
Turner will lead it off. She's a designated player. Wind kicks up.
She's grounded out twice.
It was a short spring we had, Dick. Ball 1. Been a well-played game between the rivals. Turner fouls it off, catches a piece of the umpire. Turner fouls it off right side.
Helped her out a little bit. That might have been ball 2.
Takatsu in the driver's seat now at 1-2. And Molly Takatsu all the way for the Tigers in the circle. Goodman has re-entered. She's at third base. Pop to left field. And that'll fall in. So a bloop single to left field. Maroney went back. Nichols came in. Fell right between them.
Might be a runner here.
So what they're going to do is in that position here, the flex player will come into the game and take that position. They'll no longer have the designated player. So they're going to pinch run Jordan Dykett at first base. And she was the player that was being hit for, so. So nobody out. They've got the top of the order coming up. So the Rams are in a good spot right here, Dick.
Pitcher. She liked to help herself.
So Dykett down first base. Epperson the quick snap throw. Dykett back. 1 ball. Nobody out. Lead run on here in the 8th inning for the Rams. 2-2 game. Little change inside. So 2-0. Hitters count here. To right field. Second base. The one catches it and blows it back into Chasen.
Big out there.
Got the first one. Kissoon will step in, the center fielder. She's got a hit in the game. And from the left side. Going to be hard to double her up. She runs really well. She wants to bunt. Ball 1. Goodman squeezing in at third base. Surrey got called out on being out of the box on a swing. Came up to bunt, and that seems to be bothering Takatsu just a little bit. She'll refocus. You know, if the Tigers see the bunt, they just want to make sure they get an out here in this situation. Outs are important always, but very important with 1 out. So 3-0. And you got to think that We'll see a fake bunt on this pitch as well. Ram Kissoon has shown bunt on every pitch of this at-bat. And she does again, runs up, calls strike. As you can see from our backstop camera. Three and one out. They get the runner at first. Ball 4, low. So Rams with a threat here. They get in the pinch run in that same position, and she's at second. Kaya Doohan. She smacked the ball around a couple of times here today, just what the Rams want. Ball low. So suddenly Takatsu's struggling with her location.
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah.
1 out. Tigers looking to get an out in the infield. That's pulled in for a strike. 2-1. The pitch up high. Doing ahead in the count. She can be choosy.
3-1.
Fouls her back. Foul goes full. Big pitch right here. Takatsu's got the sign. Takes a little off. Ball 4. Bases loaded.
Took a little off that one.
Abby Brown, the catcher, will step in, and we'll get a conference. Coach Giro wants to talk to everybody. We'll give you a look at that from atop the third base dugout, where our camera's located. Coach got the whole infield in. Outfielders are all gathered in center field. Got to think they want to choke that run off at the plate. You know, sometimes you'll play the middle infielders for a double play, but probably at this level, that's not going to be the case. I would think the Tigers would choke it in and try to get that force out at home plate.
Yeah, with a possible winning run.
And at the corners, Chasen's in, and Maroney's in, but not way in. Abby Brown, the catcher. Pull it in there, strike one. Top half of the eighth, so Tigers, whatever happens, will get their ups at it, but they'd like to choke this off, nip this in the bud. Takatsu's getting out of a few jams already here today. 1-1. What you like is a nice comebacker to the pitcher. Then you could possibly turn a double play. But Tigers are living with an out. They want to cut down that leading lady at the plate. That's the go-ahead run. Just down. 2-1. Wally Takatsu. Pause in, strike two. 2-2. Well, the thing you'd really like if you're the Tigers, Takatsu, is a strikeout. Then you can play everybody back and you have a force at every base. But Brown will have something to say about that. And up the middle, base hit. That'll score one. They'll send the runner home.
No problem.
And 2-run score on that. As perfectly placed by Brown. She just dropped it just out of the reach of the triangle out there. The shortstop, Maroney, the second baseman, chasing, and the center fielder, Cooley. It fell in perfectly, and 2 runs came around to score.
She's driven in 3 of the 4 runs.
So that makes it 4-2. Rams still looking for more as they get LaBelle up. So Tigers want to choke this off, not give the Rams any more. The pitch. Pulled in at the corner. 1-1. We're in the 8th inning. Rams have scored twice here in the 8th. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Brown, the runner at first. She got the hit to drive in 2. She found that zone out, just out beside the dirt part of the center field area. 2-1 the count. That was a good job by Epperson on the block. The pitch. Pulled in for strike. LaBelle didn't think so, but I think Kaylin's got to realize she's a little taller than most of the other girls, and that high strike that doesn't get called against others gets called against her.
Exactly.
2-2. Takatsu. Fires strike 3. So 2 outs now.
That was right there.
Brings up Chloe Price, the third baseman.
She's flied out and grounded out twice.
Ball 1. 4-2 Rams. They've got 2 here in the top half of the 8th inning. Pulled in, strike 1. 1-1. Tigers defense back now. They've got a force at any base. Up high. 2-1. Well, the crowd's been entertained with a good game here. Just out. 3-1. Katsu does a little groundskeeping there in the circle. Fills in the hole. Epperson's got the sign. Flashes it. Takatsu's got it. And delivers a strike. Took a little off. 3-2. Pitcher decision right here. Tigers looking to get in and get their ups. Up high. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases with 2 outs. Giselle Mills, the second baseman. What has she done, Dick?
She struck out twice and popped up the one that Cooley made a great catch on.
Right.
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, Takacinco.
So bases loaded, 2 outs, 2 in. Rams looking to strike for more. Epperson goes down and digs it out. Ball 1. 2-0. Takatsu ready. And she's got to come all the way back here. Pulls in, strike one. And ball four. Walks in a run. Makes it 5-2 Rams. Doohan comes in to score. Brody Barrows, the left fielder, steps in with 2 outs. And Takatsu will come off, make the catch. So Tigers some work to do here. They're down 3 as we enter the bottom half of the 8th inning. We'll come back to that after this.
At a family's time of loss, making arrangements with those you know and trust can lessen the burden, so you may better focus on preparations and services. Family First Funeral Homes and Cremation Care's network of long-established, family-managed firms is here for families like yours, providing experienced and compassionate service throughout Central Maine. They are Lowry Brothers and Wheeler Funeral Homes in Fairfield and Oakland, Knowlton and Hewins and Roberts Funeral Homes, serving Augusta and Winthrop, and Staples Funeral Home for families in Gardiner, Maine. Each staff is experienced at accommodating the unique needs of the families we serve, as well as pre-arranging services for individuals. All of the Family First locations stay true to our traditions and commitment to the communities we've served for decades. Together, we join with you to celebrate lives well lived. Family First Funeral Homes and Cremation Care, where your family is our family.
They'll have the meat of the order coming up, 3, 4, 5. They'll need to get into the order a little bit to get this tied up. So they need 3 runs here. 3 to tie, 4 to win. Less than 3, we go home.
Epperson, Nichols, and Cooley.
Duplessis has gone all the way, and she's been strong as the game's gone on.
Struck out 8.
Pulls in strike 1. Epperson's got a hit in the game, her first at bat. She's got another one.
Another one.
Drills that one in, starts things off for the Tigers. So you can see why they moved Zoe up in the order. She was hitting down the order the other day when we were here for the Oak Hill game. Won the game with a single. And Tigers did play again on Friday. They lost to Erskine 6-3. So they split the series with Erskine. They won the first game 15-10. Lost 6-3 on Friday.
Ooh.
Fouled off. So Nichols looking to get something going. Epperson, the runner at first base. Fouled off. Nichols, 2 good cuts on that.
Yeah.
She's right on it. What's Taryn done in the game here today, Dick?
She got a couple base hits. Grounded out to short, first time out.
And she'll go on to third. They'll play across the diamond. LaBelle had to go up and get that one, but a good strong throw by Price.
Yeah.
So we've seen Chloe Price have a good arm at third base, and she's just a freshman. So Nichols will get Epperson down to second base. Rams don't care about that too much. They're just happy to have the out. Abby Cooley steps in. Fouls it off.
Yeah, she didn't look at the second at all. Just went right to first on that throw.
One out. Fouled off. Cooley just missed that one. She had a good look at it. Abby's down the count. 0-2. That's popped up, and it'll go off the backstop. Epperson, the runner at second. 1 out. Cooley's got 2 strikes on her. The rock and the fire. Call strike 3. Called on the inside corner, 2 outs. Tigers down to their final out. Zoe Sullivan Brennan will step in. 9 strikeouts now. Rams not concerned with that runner at second base. And base hit. Tigers will have runners at the corner. That was pretty well hit. And Ram Kissoon on it quickly in center field and got it in. Tigers couldn't afford to get thrown out with the final out at the plate, as they still need 3 runs. But they bring the tying run to the plate. And Abby Prue. Struck out twice and popped to second base. Ball 1. And Rams won't be concerned about Sullivan Brennan, but she's at second base now. So a base hit might make it interesting. Swing and a miss, upstairs heat. Up high. 2-1. Tigers need 3. They've got 2 in scoring position. Prue is the tying run. She's got a 2-1 count on her. 2-2 now. Fouled off right side. Staying alive. It's been a good game. Rams got 3 in the top half of the 8th to break a 2-2 tie. Can they close it out? Ground ball to shot. Doing it, goes under her. I think we're going to get a call out. Replay. We got interference to end the game. We got to look at this. We'll take a look at it here. Round ball. Oh, my. Oh, boy.
I didn't see it, but
yeah.
Didn't.
Well, if you have to get out of the way of a fielder making a play, here it is. You see the runners already passed. We're giving you several looks at it. I didn't see any contact there at all. So that's a tough call to end the game right here. Ground ball to short. And kind of took it right out of the hands of the kids right there. I just didn't see that. But that'll end the game. The final out, and the final score will be 5-2. Well, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up here from Somerville Field after this.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Listen, Medicare can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Whether you're new to Medicare or exploring your options during open enrollment, our team at CBU Advantage is here to help make it simple. We'll help you compare plans, understand your benefits, and find the coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't let the confusion or stress hold you back. We're going to simplify the entire process for you. We're just a phone call away. Call us today or click the link below to book an appointment with a licensed agent to discuss your options. Talk to you all soon.
Is your
A good look at the sky across Somerville Field. A tough way to end it for the Tigers is they would have still had some work to do, but Prue's ground ball to shortstop was called interference. As doing the shortstop had the ball go up past your legs. We showed it to you. We'll let you make your own decision on that. But the final will be 5-2. So with a couple of hits today, Taryn Nichols will be our Capsa Pizza player of the game. Two good freshman hurlers out here did a good job in their first rivalry game.
Especially Duplessis. She struck out 9 and really was in command after the first couple innings.
Certainly was. Well, tough loss here for the Tigers, but a good game overall for both teams here as they're both young teams growing their programs. We saw two really fine young pitchers here today dueling it out, and we're going to see more of them in the next couple of years here as this rivalry will take on a chapter and a half here as they go through it here in the next couple of years. So that's going to wrap it up. Our next game will be Wednesday. Hey, let's play some baseball. We'll be able to see the Gardiner Tigers. They're playing well under Coach Charlie Lawrence this year. We'll be able to see them take on a very strong Madomic Valley program, a team that beat them 10-0 down in Madomic Valley. But Tigers have improved since then, and we'll be on the air at about 3:50 for a 4 o'clock game from over at the Hoke Complex. So that's going to wrap it up from our whole crew. Want to thank you for joining in here today. Final score, final time, 5-2 Rams in 8 innings. So long, everybody.